I was caught a waterback in the fields. Let me set this scene for y'all. Normally when I'm working in the blueberries, there's always two cuadrillas. We're gonna call my cuadrilla cuadrilla A, and then cuadrilla B is the other one. And on this specific day, my cuadrilla A had just finished their field. Mayordomo was like, okay, you guys are gonna go help cuadrilla B at their field so we can finish. We get over there, right? I'm with my friend, we're walking up, and there's like commotion going on. One of the corta guys there was yelling at one of the pickers. They were just like arguing, which really isn't a normal occurrence. But me and my friend are just like, whatever, let's just go to our casitas. So we start going to the top part. Once we were walking towards the top to where our casitas were at, we see the mayordomo of their cuadrilla start going into the fields to go, I guess, de-escalate the situation. We're gonna call that mayordomo Frank. Now Frank is really calm, really chill. He goes and gets like both sides of the story. Picker was like mad at the corte guy because the corte guy had told him like, hey, you need to go back and pick the bunches that you're leaving of the blueberries, because I guess he was like picking just like the big clusters of blueberry and leaving like the sporadic ones out. Picker was really mad about that. He just didn't want to go back. He just wanted to keep going. But that's a big no-no in any field work. You can't just be picking like, you know, the best stuff and then leaving like the worst stuff, because someone's gonna be stuck with the worst. Frank had to tell him like, hey, if you're not gonna be picking, you know, everything, you're gonna have to leave. That completely set off the picker because he just starts cussing up a storm, starts sending everyone to hell. Mind out, this picker is screaming so everybody can hear, like the corte people, the pickers, the mayordomos, all of us checkers. Starts yelling at Frank like, oh, I'm gonna beat you up, you guys are all racist, you guys are a bunch of waterbacks. And that's when Frank's like, whoa, you gotta relax. And a lot of the workers were starting to get pissed. That's when some of the pickers are like, why are you calling us waterbacks when you're Mexican too? That's when the guy got really mad. He's like, I'm not one of you guys, I'm Guatemalan, I'm not like you guys. Things started to get a little intense because people were like really upset with him. That's when the guy was like, oh, I'm gonna call ICE on you guys. And that's when Frank was like, okay, you gotta go, buddy, like, let's go. He ended up getting blacklisted.